Yo, it's your boy Martydude Reacts, and we're back at again with another SCP reaction. So the last two videos are pretty good, which I'm happy about, and the channel's growing slowly but surely. But I have another SCP for you guys to watch with me. So the Vogan has uploaded a new SCP video, SCP-3729, The Best Day of Your Life. So it's a Domino and/safe Ontokinetic SCP. So I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool, so we're gonna watch it. So I uploaded a new video on my other channel, MartydudeVR. Check it out in the description below. Funniest video I probably ever put out, to be honest with you. Go check it out on the channel. It's fun if you're into more gaming, kind of, hilarity type content. But let's go ahead and get to the SCP reaction, man. I'm actually very excited to watch this. Shout out to the Vogan. Go follow the Vogan. He's awesome. Yes, sir. I love this guy's videos, man. Oh, quality, pure quality. This is the type of quality I want to get to. Okay, let me shut up. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-3729. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-3729 is to be kept in a standard containment cell located in the Safe Class Containment Center at Site-26. Any testing with SCP-3729 must be conducted on D-Class subjects and be approved by the Site Director, Site Ethics Committee Representative, and Site D-Class Resource Accountant. All D-Class used in these experiments must show no desire or ill will towards anyone in the Foundation, show no desire to commit any form of crime, and have no history of cruel or unusual behavior. For more information regarding what constitutes cruel or unusual behavior, see Ethics Committee Document 827B, D-Class Psychological Profiles.
I'm not gonna lie, just like listening to that person really shouldn't be a D-Class, right? If they have no desire of what cruel or unusual behavior. Well, I guess you can just well, I guess if somebody committed like a petty crime, but that wouldn't get you like D-Class treatment, wouldn't it? I thought all D-Class people were like killers and people who, I guess quote unquote deserve it in the Foundation's eyes. That's interesting as SCP. So who are they grabbing for this though? Because it can't be grabbing regular D-Class. I can say you have to grab like the quote unquote best, the best of the D-Class in terms of like behavior. I don't know. It's interesting.
Description: SCP-3729 is a wooden doorframe consistent with the 1910 kit home designs from the American company Sears. SCP-3729's anomalous effects manifest when a human subject, henceforth SCP-3729-1, walks through the doorframe. The anomalous effects exhibited by SCP-3729 will always affect the first person to walk through it after sunrise, regardless of the number of individuals which do so. SCP-3729's first and most consistently observed anomalous effect is that the day after SCP-3729-1 walked under SCP-3729, henceforth referred to in this document as A24 for the sake of brevity, SCP-3729-1 will wake up to the sunrise regardless of whether or not the sun is visible from their position, and report feeling remarkably well rested, independent of how much sleep they actually received. All other anomalous effects appear to be based on the psychological profile of SCP-3729-1 and thus vary considerably.
Okay, so it's a door that if you walk through it, walked under SCP-3729 as A24 for the sake of brevity, okay, will wake up to the sunrise. So you walk through it, then you just wake up? That's interesting. So I guess that's why they said if you gotta have like a good psychological profile. So I'm assuming that something very bad happens when you walk through it with a bad psychological profile.
SCP-3729 has been shown to alter reality in order to provide SCP-3729-1 what the subject would consider an extremely pleasant experience throughout A24. While the full extent of SCP-3729's reality-altering capabilities is not known, it has shown the ability to edit Foundation documents, alter the behavior and opinions of people SCP-3729-1 is aware of, create matter, and effect results of games of chance. SCP-3729 is likely capable of many more effects, but testing has been temporarily suspended due to high financial cost and lack of fitting D-Class subjects.
That makes sense.
Test 1. Test conducted by researcher Erickson. A24 date 11/16/2010. Subject D8375. Male. Arrested for serial murder in 1994. Had no psychological evaluation prior to testing. Procedure.
Ooh,
D8375 walked under SCP-3729 and was sent back to his holding cell. Results. At approximately 5 a.m. on 11/16/2010, D8375 was pardoned of his crimes, amnesticized, given false memories, and released from Foundation custody due to a clerical error. Shortly after D8375 was dropped on the outskirts of his hometown, he encountered Mrs. Allison Jacobson, the woman who made the police call that resulted in D8375's arrest, on vacation. On the morning after 11/16/2010, the clerical error was discovered by D-Class resource accountant Augustine Mercy, and Foundation personnel were sent to remedy the situation. Mrs. Jacobson and D8375 were found dead in an alleyway, the former due to choking and the latter via self-inflicted blunt force trauma to the head. A crumpled note was found in D8375's pockets which simply read, "I got my revenge, I ain't going back." Notes. The results of this test are inexcusable. Researcher Erickson has demonstrated extreme negligence and lack of caution in his testing, and has been summarily demoted. All further tests must be preceded by the subject D-Class undergoing a thorough psychological evaluation. Signed, Dr. Gonzalez, Site 26, Ethics Committee Representative.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of insane. So, I guess the best day of your life for him was getting out and killing the person that told on him and then being free. That's crazy. So, I guess it makes your dreams come true. So, I guess to a certain extent, that's dangerous. Ooh, that's very dangerous. I see why. I get the part of not having ill will towards the Foundation now, because let's say somebody who goes there that hates the Foundation. I guess reality's gonna be bent for them to be able to do whatever they want. Yikes! That door is dangerous. Yeesh.
Test 2. Test
That's
conducted
crazy.
by researcher Alphonse. A24 date 07/14/2012. Subject D2715. Male. Arrested for murder in 1993, has expressed extreme regret over his actions. Pre-experiment interviews indicate that D2715 strongly desired to, quote, to become a world-renowned writer. Procedure, see Test 1. Results. At approximately 5 a.m. on 07/14/2012, D2715 was pardoned of his crimes, amnesticized, given false memories, and released from Foundation custody due to a clerical error. Upon being dropped off on the outskirts of his hometown, D2715 located a winning Powerball lottery ticket on the ground near his feet, whereupon he approached the nearest casino and cashed it in. He then proceeded to buy out all seats in Wells Fargo Stadium, where his self-proclaimed favorite band, Matchbox 20, was performing. He made the concert completely free and provided full refunds to anyone who had already bought tickets. D2715 passed out, seemingly from alcohol poisoning, at approximately 11:45 p.m. Shortly after waking up at 5:15 a.m., D2715 stumbled and fell off balcony 4D of Wells Fargo Stadium.
Dang, bro.
Personnel were able to retrieve him. Notes. More thorough psychological evaluation is required for these experiments. All future tests must include a polygraph-accompanied interview in order to prevent false claims regarding the stated desires of the D-Class subject. This was an expensive mistake, and it best not happen again. Signed, Dr. Gonzalez, Site 26, Ethics Committee Representative.
Yo, that's crazy. He literally had the best day of his life and then die from some dumb stuff. So I guess if you go through it, you're gonna have. Is it just using the life force to have the best day than you did? That sucks. Dang, he had a good day. Powerball. His band played for him. Alcohol. He died from it. Wow. kind of goated. I'm not gonna lie. Some S tier. I ain't mad at it. Not really happy about it, but I guess he paid for his crimes. I guess I don't know.
Test 3. Test conducted by researcher Alphonse. A24 date 10/08/2016. Subject D9762. Female. Arrested for manslaughter in 1997. Subject has shown extreme regret over their actions and has expressed no criminal desires after their arrest. Polygraph-accompanied interviews indicate that D9762 possesses no ill will towards the Foundation. These interviews also indicated that D9762 strongly desired, quote, a real meal, one with actual meat instead of that bullshit they have at the cafeteria.
Fair.
Procedure, see Test 1. Results. D9762 did not leave her holding cell. A clerical error resulted in all D9762's SCP assignments for the day being voided. Patrol Guard Giovanni McConnell abandoned his post and returned with a well-done steak seasoned with various spices, which he handed to D9762. Patrol Guard Giovanni McConnell was unable to explain where he obtained this steak from. As of writing, D9762 remains alive and healthy.
Okay, so she didn't die.
D9762's continued health is a notable departure from the results of other tests and should be kept in mind for further testing. Signed,
so why did the other guys Alphonse.
Die? Addendum. Due to the extreme financial cost of covering up the results of Test 2, as well as the difficulty in screening D-Class subjects for further experiments, testing with SCP-3729 has been temporarily halted. Personnel requesting further tests must first complete the Standard Foundation Testing Renewal Request Form, document code B57, and submit it to the Director of Site-26. Archive document. Found on the desk of researcher Alphonse. Standard Foundation Testing Renewal Request Form. SCP Foundation Secure, Contain, Protect. Submission date 12/16/2016. Name Researcher Gerald Alphonse. Clearance level 3. Item requested SCP-3729. Reason for requested testing renewal. To determine if, through artificial memory insertion and mental state alteration techniques, SCP-3729's reality-altering capabilities can be used to benefit the Foundation's containment goals.
I'm not gonna lie, that is genius. Because I was thinking that as they were just as we were listening to the part about the steak and stuff. I was like, okay, let's say SCP-682 got out. Worst case scenario. Usually they can contain them. Let's say that sometime he gets out this time and he's just unstoppable, right? Technically, like, someone could go through this door and let's say their thing or their desire is the one to stop SCP-682. Theoretically, they could do it if the door, alters reality for it to fit. I see why it's Thamiel now instead of just. I see why Thamiel's kind of scratched out. I can see it. It's really a double-edged sword, though.
Reply date 12/22/2016. This testing request has been denied. Previously accepted. Reasoning. While SCP-3729 poses great possible value as a Thamiel-class object, the risks involved in attempting to use it as such would be far too great. A single mistake could be catastrophic, and while it can on occasion seem so, memory insertion and mental control are not perfect sciences. On a more personal note, the goal of the Foundation is to serve and protect the world, not to control it, and certainly not to put it at pointless risk. You would do well to remember that, Alphonse. Signed, Director of Site-26.
When was the 05?
This concludes today's lecture. Thank you for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed.
Nice.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Dr. Miller. This is outro stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was fire. But that's I guess that's a really good moral question. Like, would the SCP Foundation really be overstepping boundaries using this SCP for good? Because my thing is, let's say that they do something wrong or some new SCP that hasn't been discovered that just goes on like a I think SK class, pretty much a keter, pretty much that can't be contained, can't be stopped. This could help if you have someone with the right motives. But the only thing I can see is going wrong is that if someone has the right motive, but they have like underlying things going on with their psychological profile, it could end very bad. Yeah, I think it's the only reason they don't want to use it is because they can't really control the weapon. Like SCP, I think the 2000. I think 2000 is the no, that's that giant snake thing. I think there's one SCP that pretty much I can't remember right now, but yeah, this SCP is good because it brings up like the idea of the Foundation, like is like what is their true purpose, like what is going too far for the SCP Foundation. That's interesting. Yeah, this could have went bad. I'm not gonna lie. Is that D class would have wanted to like destroy the Foundation or something like that? Probably could have did it. So yeah, that's crazy. This is a good one. All right, Vogan, good job. Clap, clap, claps. Yeah, so I'm gonna have another video out after this one. This is just probably one of like three that's gonna come out just in a burst. So shout out to the Vogan for this. Go follow the Vogan. Go sub to him. Also sub to me too. And also tell me in the comments below what SCPs would you guys like me to watch? Because obviously there's a plethora of like SCP animation channels now, and a lot of channels that do readings that I know about. So just hit me with a link or hit me with the name of the SCP, and I'll watch it because I would love to have that kind of viewer viewer me communication with each other so that we're on the same page when it comes to what type of content you guys want to see. But that's just me, MartydudeVR. Follow me on Twitch at MartydudeVR. Follow the other channel, MartydudeVR, where I do gaming and VR content. But like I said, that's it. Peace out.